Hello and welcome to Catalyze Music Academy. My name is Zaak Kerstetter and I'm an Ableton Certified Trainer. And for today's quick tip, I want to talk about one of the new features in Ableton Live 11, which is the linked track feature, which allows you to edit multiple tracks at the same time. Before we dive too deep into it, I do want to let you know if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please feel free to subscribe. I release videos every Monday and Thursday, as well as streaming on Tuesdays and Fridays. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. So first off, all you really need to do to link your tracks is just shift select multiple tracks and right click and hit the link track option. These guys are already linked. So you can see there's a little chain icon on them, which means that if I were to start editing one of the tracks, it will affect multiple tracks simultaneously. So for example, if I want to hit the record enable button, it record enables both tracks simultaneously. If I want to edit volumes, sometimes it will only allow you to change one volume at a time. If it's only allowing you to do one, make sure you just click on the little chain icon on either one of the tracks, and then it allows you to change both simultaneously at the same time. Same thing with the panning controls. So pretty straightforward, just multiple track control, pretty sweet. However, there's a lot more that it can do. So for example, if I wanted to take these two clips and I wanted to edit them by say deleting part of it, so I could just select on one of these tracks and hit delete. I'm going to delete both of them across both tracks. I'm going to Command Z to undo that. It does the same thing with slicing. So if I wanted to slice these clips, I could hit Command E or Control E, and that will slice them across both tracks. And same thing with just moving clips around. I can just click and drag and it moves them all around together. Let's take these guys, extend them back out here. On top of that, if I wanted to do fade ins and fade outs on an audio clip, if I just mouse over here, I get the little box for my fade out. And if I click and drag, you can see it's allowing me to do a fade out across both of these simultaneously. So this is really handy for situations where you are either recording multiple takes of a performance, or if you have multiple microphones set up on like a drum set, it allows you to edit all of the different recordings all simultaneously. One other really cool thing that we can do here is we can warp multiple clips simultaneously. So these two are both the same clip, but if I were to double click on this and say add some warp markers in here and start stretching this around, we can see that on both of these, it's affecting them at the same time. So you can warp multiple takes or multiple recordings simultaneously across multiple tracks. However, you do need to watch out for this. This only works with clips that have the same length. So for example, this clip right here and this clip right here don't have the same length. And so down here, it just says two audio clips with different lengths are selected. So it doesn't let you do any of the warping stuff. However, this clip and this clip are two different clips, but they record at the same tempo and they have the same length. So if I add warping to one of them, it allows you to add warping to both. So they don't need to be the same clip, but they do need to be the same length and the same tempo in order for that to work. This also works the exact same way for MIDI tracks. So if I have two MIDI tracks up here, I can shift select those, I can link those. It's probably not as likely that you would need to link MIDI tracks, but if you want to, you could totally do that. And of course, you can unlink tracks by right clicking again and hitting unlink tracks. And you can have as many tracks linked together as you want. You could even link audio tracks and MIDI tracks at the same time. Again, I'm not quite sure why you would want to do that, but if you were just shift selecting them, you can just link all of them together. And now, in this case, I got one MIDI track and two audio tracks that are all linked together. There are a couple of things that do not link when you, even when tracks are linked together. For example, automation does not link. So if I were to add some volume automation on this track right here, we can see that this track does not have volume automation. Same thing goes for effects. If I were to go to my effects page and grab like a compressor, if I put a compressor on this track right here, there's no compressor over here. So effects are individual and so is automation. So you can still tweak different layers and have them be a little different if you want them to, but things like warping, fade in, fade outs, clip position, clip warping, volumes, panning, they can all be connected together. So you can edit again, multiple tracks all at the same time. Pretty simple concept, but for certain kinds of workflows, again, if you're making like lots of recordings of audio, really, really handy for just getting a lot of work done really quickly. So that's it. Do you guys use the linked track feature? If you haven't, let me know why, or if you have, let me know if does it help? How is it helping? Have you found any like cool, interesting, creative ways to use it? Let me know in the comment section below. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.